All right, so we were talking about LED light fixtures, and this is a Meridian light bulb. It's non-dimmable, daylight LED. It is a replacement for high-pressure sodium lamps, incandescent lamps, and CFL lamps. So it's a pretty cool. It's a very good light. In my experience, I've used these for about a year, and they're still lasting, still running strong. They do get a little bit hot, but they have a nice big beefy aluminum heatsink down inside of there that keeps the LED pretty cool. You can actually grab hold of this and remove it even while it's in use. So it's pretty warm, but it's not unbearable. This guy is the new one. It's much lighter, probably half the weight of the Meridian bulb. It's a no-name. As you can see, it says Best Circle. It's a no-name, trust me. Hopefully these light bulbs will stand out, but what I don't like is if you look inside of there, that filament, the cob, the chip on board, is floating loose in there. See it? If you look at the back of them, you can see what they've done for heat mitigation. Let me see if I can... Okay, you can see what they've done for heat mitigation there. There's just an aluminized coating on the back of each chip, and that might do okay, but it's not very much surface area, and when it comes to heat sinks, we want as much surface area as possible. Now these are relatively inexpensive. It was about $35 for 2 of these. These, on the other hand, were on sale for $36 a piece. Now, they're very expensive. They're normally about $80, so you know, if you find some more that are less than, you know, hey, buy them up. They are, actually, they do have their rating on them. Yeah, focus, damn it, there you go. So, but these have proven themselves. I would say, if I was going to recommend a light bulb to buy for your shop, your garage, or whatever, I would say, yeah, get yourself a Meridian bulb. It'll come with an E26 to Mogul base adapter. So if you have those big, like that, up there is a high pressure sodium lamp, or it would have been, had I not replaced it with an LED. And it has a Mogul base in it. So let's go look at those real quick. All right, so a Mogul adapter. Now, this is a Mogul base. That's quite a bit larger than your standard E26 base. This is E26. It's an Edison mount. That doesn't really refer to anything except that it screws in place and has a central conductor. Well, that's not much. But this is a Mogul. It has a central conductor. It does screw in. Therefore, it is also an Edison base. However, this is an E29 versus an E26. And as you can see, it's quite a bit larger. Now, we talk about LEDs, and I have LED floodlights. I really like LED lights. I like lights. So, I have drawers full of lights, okay? Seriously. Lights. Bunch of lights. I've got cases of lights. Seriously. There's a bunch of There's a bunch of LEDs in here. I have about 4 more reels of this in the shop. I like my light bulbs. You talk about a drop lamp, people spend money on drop lamps. I just buy this little adapter and an LED bulb. Why? Because an LED bulb can fall and not shatter. I'll demonstrate in just a minute. What am I talking about saying an LED can fall and not be damaged? Well, provided that the conductor itself is not damaged, this bit, I can take that bulb, screw it in, and 9 times out of 10 it will come right back on, provided you didn't damage that metal bit. Now that's really great when it comes to a drop light or a light in the shop, period, because stuff happens and you can't always stop and go buy a new light. So the only light in the tool room is these 2 standard Philips light bulbs. They're rated for, they're supposed to be putting out the same light as 2 60-watt lights, I believe. I'm not a big fan of the Philips light bulbs because A, Philips sucks in customer care. B, 2 of those, because I got 4 at the same time, and they were expensive. They were, I think, about $12 a bulb. They were pretty expensive. And I got 4 of them at the same time, and 2 of them burned out long before any of my cheapos did. And that's kind of embarrassing for Philips. What an embarrassment. Now these are my cheapos. I like these guys. They're inexpensive. And you know, they fit the bill. And I can drop them and they don't break. No glass. They're not very heavy. The Philips has a much beefier heatsink, but they really didn't stand up to the test of time. Now, as you can see, I always keep some in stock. Now, unfortunately, I'm really low on these. So there's only 1 in here, there's 2 in here, and there's, I think, this one actually might still be full, but it's spoken for, so I don't get to use them. And these are actually full. I do like having lights on hand. I am not the guy who has a light bulb burnout and has to go to the hardware store. I am the guy who, when a light bulb burns out, I just go get another one. Because if you buy them on sale, they're cheap. If you wait until they're not on sale, they're expensive. For instance, these were about 80 bucks, 90 bucks, brand new. I bought them for 30 bucks. Yeah, that was a lot of money to spend at once, but lighting the shop is important. And the more lights I get up, the brighter it gets in here and the safer it is to work. So, anyways, there's my opinion on LED lights. So,